Hey everyone! Breaking news that could put an extra $6,500 in your pocket. Social Security and SSDI recipients. This is something you absolutely need to know about right now. Are you wondering if you might be eligible for this double payment? Stay tuned because I'm about to break down everything you need to know. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss out on crucial updates about your benefits and payments. Have you been checking your bank account lately? Because something extraordinary is happening with Social Security and SSDI payments that could mean a significant windfall for millions of Americans. I'm talking about a rare occurrence where some beneficiaries might receive double payments, potentially totaling up to $6,500. Now, I know what you're thinking: this sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let me explain exactly what's going on and why this matters to you. First, let's understand why these double payments are happening. The Social Security Administration has identified a technical processing issue that has led to some beneficiaries receiving duplicate deposits. But here's the crucial part: not everyone will receive these double payments, and if you do, there are some serious things you need to know about handling this situation correctly. The big question is, what should you do if you spot a double payment in your account? Now, you might be wondering about the timing of these payments. The Social Security Administration typically sends out payments based on your birth date, but this unusual situation has created some variations in the normal schedule. If you're receiving Social Security Retirement Benefits, SSDI, or SSI, you need to pay very close attention to your payment dates in the coming weeks. Why? Because any unexpected double payments could significantly impact your financial situation both positively and negatively if not handled properly. Let's talk about the numbers for a moment. The average Social Security benefit is around $1,800 per month, while SSDI payments average about $14. When we're talking about potential double payments, this means some beneficiaries could see an extra deposit ranging from $14 to $3,250, depending on their specific benefit amount. But here's the million-dollar question: if you receive a double payment, can you keep it? This is where things get really interesting, and you need to pay close attention. I need to emphasize something crucial here: if you receive a double payment, do not spend it immediately. Why? Because the Social Security Administration will likely require repayment of any duplicate funds. Think about it this way: would you rather deal with this situation proactively or wait until you're suddenly hit with a repayment demand? This is why understanding your rights and responsibilities is absolutely essential in this situation. Let's dive deeper into what you should do if you notice a double payment in your account. The first step is to document everything. Take screenshots of your bank statements, note the exact dates and amounts of the deposits, and keep all this information in a safe place. But why is this documentation so important? Because it will protect you and make the whole process much smoother if you need to communicate with the Social Security Administration about these payments. Here's something many people don't realize: the Social Security Administration has specific procedures for handling overpayments, and knowing these procedures could save you a lot of stress and potential financial hardship. Did you know that you might be eligible for a waiver if repaying the money would cause you financial hardship? This is the kind of crucial information that could make a huge difference in how this situation affects you personally. Now, let's talk about communication with the Social Security Administration. Many people make the mistake of waiting for the SSA to contact them about overpayments, but being proactive could actually work in your favor. Why? Because taking the initiative shows good faith and could give you more options in terms of how to handle the situation. Have you ever dealt with the SSA before? Because understanding how to effectively communicate with them could make a massive difference in the outcome of your case. You might be wondering about the timeline for all of this. When exactly are these double payments showing up? The situation is still developing, but we're seeing reports of double deposits occurring primarily around the regular payment dates. This is why it's absolutely crucial to monitor your accounts closely, especially around your scheduled payment dates. Have you set up alerts for your bank account? Because that could be your first line of defense in catching any unusual deposits. Let's address another important aspect: the impact on other benefits. Many Social Security and SSDI recipients also receive other forms of assistance, such as Medicare, Medicaid, or SNAP benefits. The big question is, could a temporary double payment affect your eligibility for these other programs? This is where things get complicated, and you need to understand how different benefit programs interact with each other. Something that's often overlooked in these situations is the potential tax implications. Even if you end up having to return a double payment, the initial deposit could still show up on your tax documents. This raises an important question: how do you handle this situation when it comes time to file your taxes? The answer might surprise you, and it's something you definitely need to be prepared for. I want to talk about something that's causing a lot of confusion: the difference between regular cost of living adjustments, COLA, and these double payments. Some people are mixing these up, but they're completely different things. The COLA is a planned increase in your benefits, while these double payments are unintended duplicates. Why is this distinction important? Because it affects how you should handle any extra money you receive and what rights you have regarding these funds. Here's a crucial point that many people are missing: the impact of these double payments on representative payees. If you're managing benefits for someone else, you have additional responsibilities when it comes to handling any overpayments. But what exactly are these responsibilities, and how can you ensure you're meeting them? This is particularly important because mishandling funds as a representative payee could have serious consequences. Let's discuss the emotional aspect of this situation for a moment. Receiving a large unexpected payment can be exciting, but it can also be incredibly stressful, especially if you're worried about having to repay it. Have you thought about how you would handle this kind of situation emotionally? Because having a plan in place before it happens can help you make better decisions if you do receive a double payment. Now, here's something that might surprise you: there are actually historical precedents for situations like this. The Social Security Administration has dealt with payment issues before, and understanding how these situations were handled in the past can give us valuable insights into what to expect now. But what can we learn from these previous incidents, and how can that knowledge help us navigate the current situation? I want to address a common misconception about these double payments. Some people think this might be a new government program or stimulus payment. It's not. This is an administrative issue that needs to be handled carefully. Why is this distinction important? Because understanding the true nature of these payments will help you make better decisions about how to handle them if you receive one. Let's talk about prevention for a moment. While you can't prevent the Social Security Administration from making a double payment, you can take steps to protect yourself if it happens. Have you considered setting up a separate account for your benefits? Or creating a system to track your payments more carefully? These kinds of precautionary measures could make a huge difference in how well you handle any payment irregularities. Here's something critical that not enough people are talking about: the role of your bank in this situation. Banks have their own procedures for handling government benefit payments, and understanding these procedures could be crucial if you receive a double payment. But what exactly should you expect from your bank, and what rights do you have when it comes to how they handle these payments? I want to emphasize the importance of keeping records of all your communication with the Social Security Administration during this time. Why? Because if there are any disputes or issues later, having detailed records could make the difference between a smooth resolution and a complicated problem. Have you thought about how you'll document your interactions with the SSA? Because having a system in place now could save you a lot of headaches later. Let's address some questions about timing and deadlines. If you receive a double payment and need to return it, how long do you have? What are the consequences of waiting too long? These are crucial questions that could significantly impact your financial situation, and you need to know the answers before you're faced with these decisions. I want to talk about resources and support systems. Dealing with Social Security payment issues can be overwhelming, but you don't have to handle it alone. Did you know there are advocacy organizations and legal aid services that specialize in Social Security issues? Understanding what help is available and how to access it could make a huge difference in navigating this situation successfully. Now, let's discuss what happens after you report a double payment. The process isn't always straightforward, and understanding what to expect can help reduce anxiety and prepare you for what's coming. Have you thought about what your next steps would be after reporting an overpayment? Because having a plan in place can make the whole process much less stressful. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize one final point: the importance of staying informed about your benefits in general. Situations like these double payments highlight why it's crucial to understand your benefits and stay up to date with any changes or issues that might affect them. Have you set up an online account with the Social Security Administration? Because that's one of the best ways to monitor your benefits and catch any issues early. Remember, if you found this information helpful, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're constantly updating our channel with the latest news and information about Social Security benefits, SSDI, and other crucial financial topics that affect your daily life. Have questions about what we covered today? Drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who might benefit from this important information. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll be covering more essential updates about your benefits and financial security.